A White Mare. By Random Blank. Epilogue. I was jogging through the Canterlet Gardens. Celestia was catching up to me in a light trot. Several royal guards were flanking us, keeping a respectable distance. Did the nobles finally accept there's nothing unregal about exercise? I gasped out. They still grumbled that a president is not the same level as a princess, but when I asked what their motivation was behind trying to degrade my physical health, they ceased their protestations. Really? Can you even get sick? Hush. Sick? No. Fat? Yes. They don't need to know the details and real motivations. She laughed. Extra cake. Hush, you. She took off at a gallop for another round, then took to the air. I watched her fly, swooping and circling with grace only befitting a princess. I kept running while she flew around me, showing off. At last, she flew to her quarters in a sleek tower, while I returned to mine. A quick bath, a change into some more formal clothes, and I headed to the throne room, where Celestia would open the day court shortly. Still, as I arrived through a side door, it was Luna on the throne. Celestia was standing at the foot of the dais, with Twilight by her side. And despite the toony appearance, I recognized the man being led from the main exit by a squad of guards, cuffed in chains. He stopped next to Celestia. Celestia and Twilight Sparkle versus Treasure, the Chancellor, an elder unicorn with long mustache, announced. A crystal hanging behind my ear translated the singing language into English for me. "We, Luna, Princess of Equestria," Luna began, but she was interrupted. I refused to acknowledge the authority of this farce of a court. Treasure yelled. A choker collar on his neck translated his words to Equestrian. Every action I performed in my country was legal under its jurisdiction. Equestria has no authority over Earth, and this is a kidnapping. You have no right to hold me here or try me for any alleged crimes I might have performed while I was on Earth. Luna sighed. I suppose he is right, sister. We ought to return him to Earth. Luna, Celestia spoke, her face filled with worry. They will lynch him the moment they see him. He won't last 10 minutes, never mind until a fair trial. Treasure's face paled. Can I ask for political asylum? He said, meekly this time. Luna spoke. With capital S. Either you accept the law in full, or denounce it in full. You rejected our law, calling the trial a farce. Consequently, you rejected the authority of law of Equestria, including the right for asylum. Your request is denied. Luna met Celestia's worried gaze, then she turned back to Treasure. I believe, though, that I know a method that would allow your safe return and survival. You're well advised not to reveal your true identity, because in that case your safety will not be assured. Whatever you say, Princess. I submit to your authority, Chancellor. Get the servants to bring us the wand of ponification, and the trap mirror that had pulled my sister to Earth. Treasure frowned. Wand of, as a pony, on Earth, you will be tended to and cared for, in exchange for patient work, giving joy to human children. As long as you are not discovered for who you really are, you will be safe. No, no, he muttered, backing off. Meanwhile, the items in question were brought forth, a short, golden wand on a purple pillow, and what would probably be a large, oval, full-body mirror hidden under white cloth. Without further ado, Luna picked up the wand with her magic, an array of light shot off it, hitting Treasure right in the chest. There was no transformation sequence, just a flash, and a brown pony with a short, brushy off-white mane stood in his place. The manacles dropped to the floor. Two servants jerked the cloth from the mirror, aiming it at the new pony. He screamed as an invisible power pulled at him, and he was sucked into the mirror. The cloth slid back into place, covering the sheer surface again. This concludes the night court session, Luna said. There is 5 minutes of recess, after which my sister will begin the day court. As the ponies dissipated, Celestia and Twilight walked up to me. Do you suppose he will be okay as a pony back on Earth? Celestia asked me. Not at first, no, I replied. He will try to refuse the work, he may be aggressive, dominant, disobedient at first, what would change that? Twilight asked. They will geld him. I shrugged. Twilight frowned at the unfamiliar word, while Celestia raised her hoof to her mouth in shock. Surgical removal of testicles, Twilight, I explained. That's cruel, she exclaimed, wincing. He will be a much happier pony afterwards, I assure you. It will do him good. Celestia was leafing through various reports while I brushed her coat. Logs of wood crackled in the fireplace, the flame radiating warmth into her chamber. There was a knock of hooves on the balcony. Come in, Luna. Celestia's voice carried warmth and joy. Luna stepped in between the drapes. A scroll floated by her in blue glow. Oh. Business. Celestia's voice lost some of the warmth. It's the night court hours. I'd hardly stop it for a pleasant chat. Do you know what these symbols mean? This writing is strange to me. This has just arrived at the emergency beacon in the throne room. Celestia's magic took over the scroll. She unrolled it. A frown creased her brow, but soon it was replaced by amusement. She passed the scroll to me. The message, written in English, formatted to fit the circle of the mandala, read, to Princess Celestia, the Council of United Nations, following unanimous vote, asks you humbly, please, extend your rulership over Earth. The world I was stuck in is asking to join Equestria. Celestia shook her head. Can we take them in? I kinda left them hanging, you just couldn't hold back, could you? Luna raised her eyebrows. I tried, Luna, I swear I tried. I messed up one small thing, then to fix it I kind of crashed their economy, so as an apology, like a foal dragging sick puppies home. Luna shook her head, smirking. All right, I'll get to creating a permanent portal. Thanks, Luna. You're the best. Author's note, Celestia's mercy, Luna's grace, it's complete. It took way longer than it should have. Alicorn priest is very thorough but not very fast, winky face. Still, here it is, a story that's been bumping around in my mind for past 2 years or so. Celestia as a common horse. The old why did they turn into humans, reaction to Equestria girls taking shape, and a blatant self-insert. Lots of elements are taken straight out of my common life, with rough modifications. Some are crossovers of different real elements, Treasure's stable is at a location of one, with character of a different one, many others are likely, the farm in the glade is made up, but the area is real. Others are based on tinfoil hat theories that don't seem all that crackpot if you look close at the facts, that of Poland being controlled by a mafia, too many suspicious suicides among the higher UPS of our country. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, or didn't, please, comment. I'm a sucker for lengthy, critical comments. End author's note.